I had a missed super chat. A Rusty Fuel. Let me zoom in on. I screenshotted it there. $5. There should be a sex license to avoid children out of wedlock. It shouldn't be a sex license. It should be a children's license. Like you have to have a license to have children. It on the face of it, it's logical and ethical, and it should be. You need a license to drive. You need a certain age to drink. You need to have a permit to carry a gun. Very weighty things you need. You need your motorcycle endorsement, fishing license. I don't know if you really need that. But the problem, multiple problems in terms of like implementing such an idea. The Democrats would have none of it. The Democrats rely on stupid people breeding in poverty to create more stupid people in poverty, because it's only stupid people who vote for Democrats in poverty or inherited money. Let's not forget the rich upper liberal effect class. So the Democrats would have nothing to do with it. But then on a more serious analysis, aside from the feasibility of it, because by the way, guys, in case you're new to this show or you're not a right winger or a Republican or a libertarian, whatever, the Democrats need to keep you poor, because if you ever got rich, you'd start voting Republican or not Democrat. And then they can't actually have you. Isn't it odd, after 60 years of Democrat policies in the welfare state and about $50 trillion, Black people haven't closed the wage, life, health, wealth, retirement gaps between them? And I don't aim for white people. Why not aim for the best? Let's go top notch. Let's get the most amount of money, life expectancy, Asians. I want to live to 120 years on a fish and vegetable diet and make 120,000 a year. I don't know why we aim for second best. All right. In terms of economics and life performance, it's not bad luck. It's not, oops, we failed to carry the one. Oh, no, it's all good. No, they're purposely keeping you poor and victimized so that you keep voting for it. Gee, are Black people still poor? As a group, I mean. They are, but Nancy Pelosi's still rich? That's all right. I've tried. Anyway, the problem is, like, well, who would determine, what would be the requirements to have a license to have a kid? I mean, you think logically, right? Oh, okay. Well, you'd have to have a certain amount of money or no debt. You'd have to be married, or there'd have to be, a couple together, a mother and a father. That'd be a set of parents, maybe not necessarily married. There'd have to be, in my mind, it would be like, one of them staying home and raising the damn kid. Of course, that's me. But you already see the problem. People would say, well, wait, well, what if they both have to work? And what if this? And I guess further complicating it would be like, well, what if you're homosexual or whatever? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that. But then people would like, well, what's their degrees, background checks, like no pedophilia, kind of. I mean, you could get it to, but where is society going to settle on that? And it'll be used as a weapon to deny people the right to have kids. It would be used as that. Like, oh no, and then what's it going to be? State? Is it going to be federal? Is it going to be local? Who's going to set that? I don't even know what that is, John. But the good news is, the longer she lives, the more miserable there's just more suffering. That woman's not happy. You'll think Hillary Clinton and Ocasio-Cortez. No, they're not happy. If I was a grandparent, you know what I'd be doing? I wouldn't be wasting my time in DC. I'd be taking my grandchildren fishing and just pumping them full of sugar and toys and treats and taking them on adventures and shooting guns. That is a wasted life, Nancy Pelosi. A wasted life. So it's not as easy as we just, it would be like, you gotta have this much money, can't have any debts, no criminal record, almost like a job background check, but it'd be too politicized. Oh, and then, the women would complain. I don't have the right to bring life into this world. What were you all excited about? Ending the life before it made it into the world? I'm confused. So there you go. All right, that's it.